Hi. I thought we would start off today's episode with a comment that I received on my YouTube channel that really, it touched me. And I wanted to share that with you all, and hopefully it touches you too. It reads, "You made me involuntarily wink my fudge button through the joy of laughter. Buttholes twitch when you laugh. It's involuntary and hilarious."
Hey, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in. We love you so. Your human buddy Sam and his teddy friend. This is hello. The song's almost over. It's about to end. Let's start the show.
Cancel the podcast. You made me involuntarily wink my fudge button. Folks, you could just drop an LOL, LMAO, haha. You're funny, Sam. Any of those will do. They're fine. They're excellent. I'll respond. Thank you. You don't have to tell me your butthole twitched when you watched a video of mine. You don't have to tell me that. I'll never forget this comment. This is in my brain now. It's going to be in there forever. So thank you. I'm not going to say your name. I should say that the entire comment, it was for a video that I posted on the main channel where I did a terrible Al Pacino and Robert De Niro impression. I was poking fun at them becoming dads recently at, I believe, the ages of 83 and 80 or 79. They're fucking old and they shouldn't be fathering children. I did a little skit and I don't know if I'm going to show it or not. Maybe it's really bad. Like, I don't do impressions. I wrote a great little script for it. I thought it was really funny, but then I had to act it out, unfortunately. And I don't know if part of the charm was that it was a bad impression, but fuck it. We're gonna play it. So yeah, let's play it. We're gonna watch it. All right, where are you? Where are you, Al Pacino? All right, there it is.
You got me. That was good. You know, I was just...
Oh, wait.
Domino's Pizza. Ha, ha, ha. You got me. That was good. You know, I was just thinking about you, and then you call.
Did you hear what they're saying about us on Twitter?
No. I don't use Twitter. Don't got the time.
It looks like they were debating who was more handsome in our prime.
Bobby, I'm not in my prime yet, Bobby. Ha, ha.
I don't understand. It's like a competition between the two of us. And for what?
I heard you had a kid.
I sure did. Oldest Hollywood dad, they're saying. I don't know. I don't pay attention to that stuff.
You know, I fornicated last night.
All right. We're going to stop there. The point is that it was a joke about them being the oldest Hollywood dad, and it was really fucking bad. And this person said that, and I got some help from another commenter, because the full comment was, "You made me involuntarily wink my fudge button through the joy of laughter. Ha ha, Bobby." And then someone else said, "You did what?" Which is what I was thinking, but didn't ask. And then the original person explained, "Buttholes twitch when you laugh. It's involuntary and hilarious." So thank you, gentlemen, for that back and forth. That really, that made my day. And I appreciate it. I do. I don't phrase things like that to anyone else. You could do it to me, but please don't say that in public. Don't watch a movie and be like, "My butthole is twitching." Just say haha, please. Like, that fucking, like, I don't know. I'm a visual person, and I don't know what you look like, but I pictured somebody watching the video and then like they're sitting down and it's puckering, and I just didn't. It's not something that I would have ever thought about. Today's episode is going to be a short one. I fucked up. I deleted my Word document that I had. I had my notes typed out. It was like 2.5, maybe 3 pages. And I went to move, because the computer's back here. And I went to move the computer and didn't save anything. Didn't save. I don't know why I didn't. When I shut down to move the computer over, I didn't save, and cool. I wrote Succession. I remember that. So I have Succession there, and doing things I enjoy, comma, negativity. That's all I remember writing before I didn't save. Plus, my eczema is flaring up, and I'm self-conscious about that. I don't know if you can see it. It's on my forehead. I got a nice little batch where my thumb is, and then on the back of my left hand, all over my cheeks. I don't know if you could see. Maybe I'll zoom in. I don't know why I would, but yeah, it's a mess. My forehead especially. So even if now you know. So now I'm even more. I'm not feeling. Today is an off day, but we're gonna do this anyway. What I wanted to talk about, what I remember, is being positive and not being negative. You gotta be positive, just not be negative. We spend a lot of time talking about things we don't like for some reason, myself included. I don't know why I do it. Sometimes when I'm editing, I'll be listening. I'm like, why are you fucking talking about shit you don't like? Why is that fun? Why do we complain? And again, myself included, this is a big thing. What I'm realizing is it's other people that get us going, and that whether they are doing it in a funny way or a political way or just however they're doing it, gossiping, it's easy to get sucked into. And you watch your favorite YouTubers, and if they're making fun of something, it's tough, because it can be satirical and it can be funny, but it's also, sometimes you just you're watching and you're like, this is negative stuff we're talking about. And I was thinking about my childhood, growing up, you don't talk about things you don't like. Like on the first day of class, hey, we're going to go around and talk about, give me your favorite movie, give me your favorite sport, whatever. It's never like, tell me something you hate. Tell me about a person that you don't like. Describe them. Why do we do that now? And again, it's satirical, yes, but it's also, I don't want people to listen. We're on episode 27, and I'm like, I'm going to start doing this now. I don't want people to listen to anything that we do and feel negative. Why would you do that? Why would you listen to someone bitching for a half hour? Makes no sense. Anyway, we're going to... I'm just staring at the Microsoft Word that says Succession and doing things we enjoy. I want to talk about, that's what I want to do. I want to talk about things that I enjoy and that I like, and I don't want to be so negative. And again, it's sometimes fun to doing the am I the asshole or talking about an awful person on TikTok or something that's just so ridiculous that you want to make fun of them and have other people that agree with you. And I don't know. I just I go on Twitter. If you know, you know. I've been really like negative. My mind has been really negative because of that. And it's part of like what we talked about last week, and it's obviously still going on. And when I go on that fucking app, that's the only app that I go on, and I'm like, I go on and I'm already in a bad mood, and I scroll and I'll see like maybe one funny, touching, wholesome tweet every 30 or so, and then I don't think about that one. I'll forget about it, and I'll go on to the negative ones, and I'll leave the app angry. Like, I've never gone on that app and exited in a good mood. And it's unfortunate because it's great for breaking news and figuring out what's going on. Unfortunately, it's just the bad, shitty people are the loudest on there. And you get the feed, like, there's, if you don't know how the app works, there's a For You, and then there's a Following tab. And I think I'm like by default on the For You, but after Elon Musk took over, it's different. It's like really different. And there's a lot of it's just arguing. And I'm starting to realize like it affects me as a person and like my day and how I'm feeling, and I'm just fucking negative. I mean, I'm already negative. I would consider myself more pessimistic than optimistic about life in general. I think that's what that's what's charming about me. It's kind of funny sometimes. And, you know, it bleeds into like my sarcastic sense of humor. And anyway, I don't know. I feel like I'm too old to think this way as often as I am. I'm not a teenager anymore. I don't have the angst going on. I'm a fucking man now. I just, like I said, I feel like it's just it's been changing my personality a little bit. And who wants to listen to that shit? Who wants to tune in to the Cahn Solo podcast and hear me angry? Nobody. Right, Stu? Yeah, that's right. I wrote down Succession. I wanted to talk about that, but now I don't know if I should be, because I don't know the etiquette for talking about TV shows, like when it's okay to talk about them when they're done, or if they're done. Like, it just ended last Sunday, and I don't want to give any spoilers away, because I know people are probably just starting to watch it, or they're not all caught up yet. And I don't know, like, when's the appropriate amount of time that passes for you to be able to talk about a TV show? Like, I just watched Sopranos, like, I ended it like maybe 2 months ago, and that is okay, I think, to talk about, because I think it ended in like 2006 or something. It's okay to talk about now. Like, yeah, the whole family dies in the last episode, but I mean, we all kind of know that by now, right? But Succession, if I were to mention a certain character that died in this last season, which is the last season of the series, isn't that a spoiler, kind of? Because this last season just happened. I think it started in April. And yeah, I don't want to spoil it by saying the person died and how do we feel about the ending. What's another one? 6 Feet Under. I always, that's one of my favorite shows. I'm sorry, this fucking whole set is falling apart So I'm sorry if the chair is making noise, and I'm sorry if my apology doesn't mean anything because you can't hear the chair. I don't know if it's picking up. I hear it loud and clear. Sorry, the microphone is broken. I don't know if you can hear it. It's squeaking. We're not going to be negative. It's just squeaking and squeaking. We just need, I'm going to take pictures and show what we're working with because it is cramped. Where the green screen ends, it's right up against the lamp that I have. You'll see the pictures. Just know that it's very cramped and everything is breaking. That's how this podcast is run. 6 feet under. I know. I know. 6 feet under. Whenever I tell people about, because it's one of my favorite shows, probably top 5. Amazing show. Changed my life. Changed the way that I think about death and life and relationships, and just an amazing show. I think I watched it when I was 19. It was I think it's a very important show to watch. And sorry, I'm getting off topic. My point was I don't like to talk too much about it if nobody has seen the show, because I don't want to give anything away, because it's a show about a family that runs a funeral home. So obviously people die in the show, and main characters are going to die. But there's no reason for me to say who dies when explaining it. But like I said, the show ended in 2005. So the internet is very different now, but surely there's memes out there about 6 feet under, I'm sure. I don't know. Whatever. My point is, if I don't know the length of time that it's okay to start talking about a show in its entirety, because if you haven't seen something, obviously it's going to be a spoiler. Like if you haven't seen The Sixth Sense and somebody gives it away, that's a spoiler. That's a huge fucking spoiler. But that was made in 1999, so it's, you know what I mean? And like, oh, the perfect example is Breaking Bad. I regretfully, I didn't start watching that show until just before the second half of the last season started. So I saw a lot of like spoilers from commercials. I remember watching AMC, and I think it was just before the last season of Breaking Bad started, and they kept playing this commercial over and over and over of Gus's face being blown off. Like it was a clip of him walking out of of Hector's room, face blown off, and he adjusts his tie and then he drops, and it was like Breaking Bad season 4 starting next week. And I remember watching it, and I didn't know anything about the show, and I was like, wow, that looks really cool. And then when I started watching the show and it showed Gus, I was like, oh man, I already know what's gonna happen to him. Damn. Anyway, it happens. Like, I was too late. Because it was like 4 years in, and I should have been starting from the beginning. But there's a lot of shows that are very popular that I know nothing about. Like, people have told me to watch The Wire. I know nothing about it. I don't know who's in it. Don't know what it's about. It sounds like it's a police show, maybe like a SVU type. I don't know. I have no idea what it's about, and I'm kind of surprised that I don't. Like, just nothing, absolutely nothing. I don't know anything about it. And what was the other one? The Leftovers. My buddy Bryant told me about that one. I never heard of it. Never heard of it. And apparently it was one of like the highest ranked TV shows when it ended, or like during its duration. Never heard of it. And I really liked it. I didn't like the ending. Not a fan. I'm not gonna talk about it, but another one, Halt and Catch Fire. My brother told me about it. Never heard of it. It ended in like 2014, and it was with the Lee Pace. Fucking Lee Pace, dude. God damn. Halt and Catch Fire. Watch it. Watch it. What was I talking about? Halt and Catch Fire. Great show. And I never heard of it until my brother told me. He's like, dude, you got to watch this. You're going to love it. And it was on for like 3 or 4 seasons. I've never heard of it. Never saw a commercial for it. Nothing. And when I tell people about it, they're like, what's that? I'm like, yeah, I know, right? So, Succession. I don't know if I want to talk about it. I don't know. I loved the show so much, and I don't even. It was almost like Seinfeld, in that it wasn't really about anything. It was about the characters, and you got George, Elaine, Jerry, and Kramer. And yeah, of course, there's very funny moments in the show, and you remember certain episodes. But for the most part, there wasn't a real thing happening. Like, oh, Jerry's got a new girlfriend. George is getting involved in some kind of get-rich-quick scheme. Kramer's kicking in the door and being crazy. And Elaine's got a boyfriend, and I don't know. It really was about nothing. And Succession, I think, was very similar to Seinfeld in that if I summarized the show, it would be rich billionaire father owns this like media company, just this huge, I can't think of the word, conglomerate. This is why I need a co-host. This is why I need a co-host, Stu. He owns this big company, and he's got these 4 kids who they're awful, and they're kind of figuring out, he's really old, so they're kind of figuring out like, okay, who's gonna be the successor, and they're just bad. And like the whole series is about them fighting with each other, and the dad Logan is like, I'm gonna sell the company. I'm not gonna sell the company. I'm gonna sell the company. I'm not gonna sell the company. I'm gonna give it to one of you guys. I'm not gonna give it to one of you guys. I'm gonna give it to one of you guys. No, I'm not. And all like for the whole series was like that, and it was so good. I don't know how they did that for 4 seasons, but it was really, really good. And I mean, it was because of the acting. The actors were phenomenal. And you don't root for any of them, or at least I didn't. I think they fucking all sucked so bad. Just everybody, like the whole staff. If you've watched the show, I think the only one that I liked was Jerry. But I think it was kind of like, I have a crush on her. So I might be biased a little bit, but she, fucking Jerry, dude. I liked her. But as a person, she wasn't great either. Everyone's just fucking each other. And it was fun to watch, and I loved it. The ending was exactly what I expected, and I think it was a perfect ending to the series, because to expect anything else would have been, it wouldn't have made sense for the whole show. And whoever did it, I think it was actually Will Ferrell, and who's the guy that not Judd Apatow. Again, it would be great. It would be great to have a partner who could help me. Oh, that's going to bug me. Whatever. I think it was Will Ferrell and his buddy. When I'm editing this, I'm going to put the name there. I don't want to look it up. I'm done. Whatever. What an episode, huh? We're going to be more positive, and I want to talk, like I planned on talking about Succession because I really enjoyed the show, and it's a fun thing to talk about. Why wouldn't you want to talk about Succession? TV shows that, maybe we'll do a thing about what is it? Sopranos. It's been long enough. We'll do a segment on Sopranos and TV shows that we like. And again, more fun to talk about. Why would we talk about shows that we hate? That's a thing that people do, actually. It's called hate watching. People actually watch shows that they think are terrible and then talk about it, which it's kind of fun. If they're reality shows or something that's like obnoxious stuff, I can see that it's fun to poke fun at that. But if you're watching something that's just genuinely not like good to watch, why are you watching it? I guess in the name of content, you got to do that. And again, it's the viewers that are going to watch it, and then they're going to be affected by it. They're going to leave being like, fuck, I fucking hate that. Fucking hate that I saw that. So we're going to try to change. We're going to change, all right? We're going to become a wholesome fucking we're going to be a fucking wholesome fucking showing, Care Bear shit, and fucking I'm going to be the next fucking Mr. Rogers. Fucking okay. That's good. So that's going to do it for us. Like I said, my face, I don't want to show my face. And I don't know. Just been in a little bad mood lately. And we're going to get out of it. I wanted to I was considering doing this, switching the podcast up to once every 2 weeks, but I think if I fall out of doing it once a week, then I'll fall out of it, which is, unfortunately, that's how I operate. If I do it every other week, then that other week will sneak up and I'm like, oh, damn, do it once a month. That's enough. Just make a really good one once a month. Before you know it, we've given up. And I don't want to give up because I like doing this. I like doing it. It's really fun. It's therapeutic. I've said some things on here that I probably would tell a therapist if I had one and could afford one. I should probably get back in therapy. I think I'm going to call Jana right now. No, I'm not. I hope she's alive. I'll look her up. She's probably okay. She was an elderly woman, and I saw her, God, when I was like 13. It's like 1999. She's probably still working and stuff. Anyway, on that note, I think that'll do it for us. Thank you to the patrons. I'm getting good at this. Getting good at saying words. Thank you to the patrons. Really means a lot to us. Stuart, is there anything that you would like to add? No. We're not doing the fudge button thing again. Do not, Stuart, do not use that language. That's disgusting. No, I don't. Anyway, do something fun this weekend. I think I'm going to have this out on Saturday. So tonight, if you're watching this tonight, watch a movie that you like. Have a good time. That's it. Just have fun. Have a good time. Smile, laugh at something. And if you didn't laugh at this episode, I apologize. Again, watch a movie. It's going to make you happy. Or start a new series that'll do the same. If you go to the store, get a cart, use it. Put it back in the cart, return when you're done with it. We will see you next week.